Okay. But how's your love life currently? Like, are you in a relationship? Are you single? Are you just living your best life? Are you on the streets? Also, this is a safe space. Okay. All right, ladies and gents, welcome to another episode of the No Care podcast, and yet again another special guest. Today we have none other than the very beautiful Rauna Dumeni. Welcome to the No Care podcast, madam.
Thank you so much for having me.
Yeah, I know we spoke about doing this some time back, and it never happened because of life, but we are here now. And also, like, I don't want this to be like the last time you're coming on the podcast. I want you to come on again. Yeah. So again, like I said, it's just us having a conversation, and the idea behind this is for like people who like your social media following to just really get to know who you are and whatever, because like people will see you and assume they know you, which they don't. And yeah, it's like just having a conversation. So again, thank you very much for coming to the podcast.
Thank you for having me.
All right, cool. First things first, I want you to tell me about yourself, like your childhood, like where you grew up, and like when you started going to school, like which school did you go, and that's like maybe like high school and whatnot.
Interesting. Speaking of my childhood and where I grew up in a small village called, I don't even think you guys know where that is, but I'll say
Okay, let's hear.
called Enganja.
Enganja. Which side is Enganja?
From Mondobe you have to drive like I think 10 kilos. Yes.
Okay.
Deep in Angona region actually, with my grandfather and my grandmother and my cousins.
Okay.
My childhood was quite interesting in a sense that I was raised with so much love, and at the same time, I'm not taking the love away from from the upbringing.
Yeah.
But it's also quite challenging because we didn't have much. But I've also seen my grandmother and my grandfather do everything to make ends meet for us to have bread at the table every other day.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So you see, and this is the thing, eh? The city changes people so much. Like you would see someone, eh, and like especially when you see them on the internet and they're taking trips, and life gets better obviously through hard work and everything.
Yeah.
And you can't even begin to fathom that this person was once at the village or whatever, and that's how they grew up. So like when did you like move to Windhoek?
I moved to Windhoek after grade 12.
Okay.
I was with my grandmother for almost till I was like, what, I think 12. I only moved to Enana, there where my mom was based when my grandmother passed on. Yeah.
Rest in peace to your grandmother.
Thank you so much. So coming to Windhoek was after a few, maybe probably 10, if not 12 years after my grandmother's passing. So first I moved to Enana and then I came to Windhoek after that.
Okay. So which high school were you at when you were in the north? Like
I'm Billy Afiko.
Billy. Wait, sorry, I don't want to sound ignorant. Where's Billy? I think I've heard of it, but I can't picture like, in which town is.
It's in Enana.
Enana. Oh,
Yeah.
Okay. All right, cool. All right. So then you did there your grade 12, and then when you came to after grade 12, then you decided to come to Windhoek.
Yeah. And I think I was only in Windhoek for immediately I was this here for like a year. Then I moved to Ludrets with my brother because I was improving my grade 12 results. And then only after passing, I came back to Windhoek for varsity.
Oh, Buchter, you in Ludrets? I could never have guessed.
For literally like good 4 years.
You lie.
That's serious.
But this is the thing now. Now, because I also like I know you, ne? And my bad for not like doing a proper introduction. I think I did a way better introduction on Instagram than I've been doing too many episodes in one day.
Okay.
But I know you don't speak Afrikaans at all. You don't like speaking Afrikaans. So like in the 4 years, why didn't you like not that you need to actually like I'm just saying like you don't like speaking Afrikaans, or at least I've never heard you speak Afrikaans.
Yeah, I feel like it's easier to learn languages when you're a child than when you're an adult.
That's true.
So I feel like I was too grown when I couldn't even pick up, bro. If I speak Afrikaans now, I don't think I'll continue watching. So I want to, especially,
Yeah.
especially gift. If I speak Afrikaans, it's not going to end well, so it's fine.
Shout out to Gift. Yeah. All right, cool. So why did you decide to move to Windhoek now after when you left Ludres after you improved? What was the reason to come to Windhoek? Was it to pursue further studies, or did you have like another goal in mind?
At the time, it was just to pursue my studies.
Okay.
Yeah.
And now currently are you still studying? I think last time, or at least like last time we spoke, I think you were studying. I'm not sure.
I am still a little bit on hold. I'm doing nesting, but I have
Yeah.
so many modules behind.
Uh-huh.
And if I can't get into details now, but yeah. So I am studying, but my studies are on hold. So I'm only resuming next year, January.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you still live in Komatau?
Yes.
Are you afraid of bugs actually? What's the one animal that's not scary that you're so afraid of?
Yeah. Okay. If I say that thing, I'm going to start looking around because I'm assuming it's somewhere around here. Literally. So it has 1,000 legs.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
It's like a millipede.
Yeah. I like.
I'm
Guys, I'm so sorry,
I'm
ne?
asking me
I'm
because like
terrified.
I'm asking because like there's
Yeah.
one here. Do you know who told me to get a millipede? It's a gift.
Are you serious?
Yeah, it's a joke.
Stop.
It's a joke. It's a joke. It's a joke. It's a joke. But millipedes are so harmless. You know when you touch them, yeah? Like when you just press it, yeah? It just rolls and stuff, like it crawls because it's scared. It's way more afraid of you than you're afraid of it. But
It terrifies me.
yeah, but we all have those fears. But how are you coping at the village like after rain? Because like at Kwambone, like when it rains, they're all over the place. Was it like a fear you only came later?
No. I had it all my life, and I remember my aunt. Whenever there's like one around the house, she makes sure I don't see it because I won't sleep that day.
Damn,
It's that bad.
that's that crazy.
Yeah.
Yo, but also like I also have like my own fears, but I will never say it out in public because people will use them against me. But I understand.
But I just said mine. Why not saying yours? I don't think that's fair.
Yeah,
No, because I already knew yours before you told me about it. Because Gift told me about it.
Wow.
Okay, cool. Yeah. um. Okay, let's. So I have. It's like. So it's not an actual fear name. It's called a trypophobia. Like when I see like little patterns that make like tiny holes that are together. And how do I don't know how to say it in English. And I don't know. Yes. So you know when those funny pictures you see on the internet with like let's say a boob with so many tiny holes or a foot that has holes and things like that. Yeah. When I see those things, I can't. So like if you send me a picture like that, I won't even think twice. I will just block you. And I don't know. So even sometimes like it's so bad that I can't believe I'm saying this. A strawberry, you know when you look at a strawberry, there are those tiny holes. So like I can eat a strawberry, but I won't be looking at it like this. So I'll just take it. And then,
What? It's that bad.
Let me tell you like the craziest thing. I love watermelons. I love watermelon so much. But when you cut it open because of the seeds, I can't look at it. So like sometimes like my partner will have to chop it in small blocks like this for me to eat it. It's embarrassing, but that's why I say I understand.
I'm happy to know this.
Yeah, but don't send me those things because yeah. Okay, cool. This is not my interview. We are here to interview you. Alright, cool. What is on a normal day? What's like your shower routine like? Also, some of these questions, yes, people send them to me to ask you because I don't know why someone is interested in your shower routine, but yes, let's hear.
Okay. Should I start from how I wake up? Maybe somebody's interested. I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay. I get up at 5:30. First thing first, I go off my bed, go on my knees, and say my prayers. I'll then make up my bed. I'll play my favorite gospel song, and then I'll take a shower, start my day, go to work.
Yeah, but your routine, what you do when you're taking a shower, is there something that you do repeatedly?
Apart
Nothing
from
special?
playing my music, nothing special because I'm actually I'm not a girly girl like that. It's like I don't have like a skincare routine. I don't have certain things to do before.
And this is why I say, it's really nice to like have people on the podcast like with so many followers. So people assume you look like the type of girl who has a skincare routine. It's interesting to know that you don't.
Yeah.
So what's this gospel your favorite? Is it the same song that you play all the time, or you just in general play gospel songs in the morning when you take a shower?
Lately, there's a specific song that speaks to me. It's called I have so many, but wait, why am I forgetting the title of my favorite song?
It happens.
Strange.
Ah, cool. But so now currently, that's a song that you play every morning before you take a shower.
Yes.
Okay.
No, I need to say the song. Like I need to.
You know, you can take out your phone if you want to.
It is. Can I take my phone?
Yeah, sure. I mean, just take it on your phone.
But this is embarrassing. This is why I hate cameras, guys.
It's okay. It happens. It
There's
happens.
no way.
Maybe I should give you a shot. Let me give you a shot.
I can.
You don't want to take alcohol, you said. Tell me why you don't want to take alcohol. Because you are dealing with hangover.
Okay. Oh, the song is Healer.
Hila.
Yes.
Yes, a shot of
I don't know. I'm
Jägermeister.
taking a shot, but
Shot of
guys.
Jägermeister, yes. Hila. So you're out last night.
I was out last night. That's why I didn't want to drink alcohol today.
Where were you? I'll take a shot also.
I was at Lux Lounge, and then I ended up in Ferros for some reason.
Yes. Nice. I'm not judging also. I didn't mean to go out last night, but I was out last night. I went to Goodfellas with my colleagues. The idea was just for us to have drinks after work and then go somewhere else, and then we ended up at the wine bar. So yeah, it happens. Alright, cool. So you have like a very huge following on Instagram. When did you like first join Instagram? Like when did you first create your Instagram account? Do you remember the year?
Let me tell you a very interesting story.
I love stories.
Where was I? I was in Hohota, I think, and I'm taking a cab to town. So I sit next to this girl, and she was on her phone, and she had this Instagram app, and I'm like, how much is that app? I assumed people were
Buying it.
yeah, and I literally in my head, only special people had the app who had
Serious?
access to it.
You
So I'm
lie.
asking her. Her name is Victoria. I think she'll still remember. She was like, "What do you mean? How much did I buy the app?" I'm like, "How do you get that app?"
Yeah.
It's for. I'm like, in Namibia. It's like, what do you mean in Namibia? Bro, I felt like it was an American app with American people on it only. Literally.
Yeah.
Well, it's an American app. Is it?
Yeah, it is an American app, yeah.
Okay, I assume now everybody there is from America and it's not anywhere in Africa.
Yeah. And then you saw this girl with it on the phone.
Yeah, so I'm like, oh, you know somebody who knows somebody. How did you get the app?
You have no way.
Yeah, and she's like, you can download the app and you can like literally set up your own Instagram account. It's that easy. So that was like when? I can't remember the year, let me not lie. But then I didn't have a smartphone at the time.
Okay.
So maybe that's also why I assumed it's an
Oh, okay.
American app with American people only.
But did you have Facebook at the time?
I did.
Oh, okay.
I did. At the time I did have Facebook, yeah.
Alright. Cool.
So okay.
So then you joined Instagram and it's been Instagram since then.
Yeah, but there's a story to that also. It hasn't just been when you spoke about the following. I feel like I was in a place where so many people I knew were like social people. When I got the Instagram app, of course, most of my friends before social media were social people already. The likes of Yang T. He's been my friend since. Yes.
You are such a huge fan of Yang T, and you're not like afraid to show it. And a phenomenal artist, by the way. You know, he's really good. I'm just putting it out there. Okay. Yeah. Yes.
So now when we hang in the same spaces and maybe the last time he was filming, I think it's Fikulimwe, the music video.
Yeah.
We spent the whole day together. So now when he posted the pictures, he tagged me. So people started following me. And then I also knew Monica Top Cherry. She's a friend of my brother Amon. So now
she was on the podcast.
yeah, and I was selling Detox Tea at the time. So I asked Monica to do the project with me, like the marketing project, and she was tagging me in post, and the numbers were just picking up.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you see, you said you were selling Detox Tea at the time, and that's one thing I want us to get to. Like, you're a very business oriented person, and maybe some people don't know it. And from personal experience, like, you don't shy away from anything that will bring you money the legal way, obviously. Like I don't know, do you still sell chickens?
Yeah.
So like you would literally do whatever to get your bread, and I love that so much for a woman not to have to depend on a man or whatever, and really just take care of herself, irregardless what she has to do, as long as she's doing it the right way. But what businesses do you currently have that you are running, or side hustles?
Right now, I have Best Swims. It's where I sell swimming costumes. And then I have the chicken business.
Okay.
And then, what else do I do, Anani? I probably won't remember because the cameras make me nervous.
Yeah, and then obviously then there's the brand influencing. So if again, something we like to do on the podcast, and I keep saying the difference between television and podcasting is like, we put the videos on YouTube and they'll always be there. So even like 2 years later or whatever, someone can stumble upon the video and whatever, and watch your interview. So let's say if someone wants to order a chicken, how do they go about, like, for those that don't follow you now and or don't know that you sell chickens, and you want them like a bamboo. By the way, a bamboo chicken is top notch.
Thank you. You literally just have to call me to order chicken, guys. It's not rocket science. Can I send myself a number?
Yeah, but now if you give your number out, like, everyone has your number, then I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know how that's going to, but everybody has my number, I think, already. My number is on my Instagram, by the way.
Really?
Yeah. It's still, I'm always shook when a man goes in my DM and like, send me your number. I'm like, bro, I don't think you know what you want, because my number is right in your face. Like, like how?
It's literally there.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, so then in that case, you can say your number, and then our editor will put it on the video so it stays there as well.
So guys, to place chicken orders, which I saw, 08184703009.
What are the prices for the chickens now?
180 still.
180. Alright, cool. Without porridge, if I want porridge,
200.
$200. Alright, cool. Yeah. Then I want us to move now onto your to Bear Swims. Bear Swims, you sell bikinis, and how does that work again? Do you place an order, like, I guess also just with your number, or?
Yeah, you still just place an order with my number.
Okay. So now
you can always send me a text and be like, what do you have in stock, and I'll send you pictures of whatever, then you can choose from there.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm trying to get to. Do you purchase the items first and have them and then sell, or do you have pictures of the items and then you order them when someone has placed an order?
Business has showed me flames that I stopped taking people's money without having the product in place.
Okay.
Because when I started, there was the time where I was selling sneakers and all these things that you order from China.
Yeah.
And I was doing it on a 50% basis, where you give me half of your money for me to get the product. But then what happened with that was, one time I lost the shipment. Like, I shipped through somebody and they just never delivered. And it was a lot of stuff. And people were, I'm not saying, I can't use the word to say they were unkind. Maybe they're a little bit ununderstanding. Fair enough, because it's their money, right?
People love their money.
So I ended up being, actually, that's why I got some of my followers. I was trending on gossip pages for being a scammer, literally. Yeah.
Serious?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Like, this girl wrote like a whole verse of how I scammed her, how I took her money, how I'm a nice person. And now, when it was on a gossip page, it opened doors for everybody that had a pending order to have a comment, which made it legit that I'm a scammer. Sure. So I had to stop at some point. I'm like, I'm going to find a way to refund everybody. And then if I'm gonna do business from now on, I'm getting my own money, buy the products, have them ready, and just do it. Yeah.
So did you manage to refund everybody that you owed?
I did. Took me some time though, like a lot of time.
That's tough. So you guys owe her an apology for calling her a scammer. I'm just saying.
All is well.
You must apologize. Go back on your gossip. Go back on your gossip pages and go apologize there. Cool. So you said like sometimes you're shook that a guy will DM you and ask for your number and your number is there. How often do niggas DM you? Like, and I'm not talking about guys who are trying to reach out on a business side of things, like guys who are trying to hit on you and whatever. Every day.
I lost track. Let me not lie. Because everybody's looking for their soulmate, right?
And they think it's you.
And it's genuinely not me, because I think I know. I think actually I'm happy that I have this platform that I can now tell everybody that I think I know who my soulmate is.
Okay.
And yeah,
My
my dog.
my soulmate.
What's
You are my soulmate.
what's the craziest DM you've ever gotten from a guy?
Oh,
Freak you out.
I think there's this thing where men think everything revolves around money, right? So this man, I posted a picture in a bikini.
Sorry.
One of my,
Okay.
thank you, one of my of the costume I wanted to sell, and this man sends me and said how much. In my head, I assumed he's talking about the costume.
Yeah.
So I said 380 and said, why so cheap? So again, I didn't click. So I'm like, I just sell them for 380. He said, Udema, I'm talking about how much. Literally.
Straight.
Straight, bro.
Yes.
Yo.
Asta. Aluminokoveli.
And I didn't respond.
I was about to ask
I
what was
didn't
your
respond.
response.
So I logged off. I think I was busy. I got back online and said, pay to sell or e-wallet. Yeah. Guys.
And then he said what?
He's asking if can I pay to sell the 380. I'm like, dude.
Oh, he said that.
Yeah.
You get it. Bruh.
That's crazy. And then I guess you just ignored him. Probably blocked him.
I just blocked him.
That's what's deep, man.
Yo,
Like,
that's tough.
what? Yeah, that's like probably the craziest. Like, what? Yeah, I'm still shook even.
But what are because you see there's so many good sides and bad sides about with social media. What are like positive things that you've encountered like from people? Because like people can really say nice things as well on the internet. So what are some of the memorable things or encounters you've had through social media that wouldn't have been possible? Because obviously you can't meet everyone in person like that. But now
Yeah.
because of the internet, I think it brings all of us close. Like it's easy to reach out to people. So what are like some of the nicest encounters you've had with people via social media?
I haven't been finished. There's so many, but I'll say the ones that stood out for me. I feel like 2022 and 2023 showed me flames.
Okay.
Like if somebody asked me last year that I would sit here today and be able to have this conversation with you without the people I thought I couldn't live without, I'll probably say no.
Okay.
So I experienced so much loss in terms of people that were really people I've known my whole life.
Yeah.
My first friend, my dad, and then my other friend again. And for some reason, most of my social media community carried me without even realizing that. Like you would wake up and somebody took out their time, write you a long message where they're just praying for you. That's gonna be okay. I got you. I'm praying for you. I love you. And these are people that they've never met you. But it's been very, very overwhelming in a good way. So yeah.
Sorry, I don't mean to take you back. You said like 2022 you're going through so much. What exactly was happening during the time for those of us who were wondering that may not know?
March 27, I lost one of my close friend. His name is Paul. So for me, that took me back a little bit in terms of mental health and whatnot. And then shortly after, one of my first friends, Taveleni, carried me through the whole process in my social media community, of course.
Yeah.
And I did, maybe not to say I expected, I expect all my friends to, I want to outlive all of you guys, by the way.
Point taken. Yes.
So, wait, what did I use? No, I want you guys to outlive me.
Oh, okay.
That's the point. Yeah, I don't want to lose any more friends.
Oh, okay.
So my friend that carried me through that process passed again this year, Feb 15. So it's been quite challenging. And then what blows my mind? Every time I lose somebody, there's always the next person. Like when I lost her, my dad was my go-to person because I was in the north, and we had the conversation. I was like, I lost this friend. I feel this, and this is like, it's okay. You just need to pray about it. It's part of life. Death is inevitable. There's nothing I can do, of course.
Sadly, sorry.
Then I lose him 3 months later. So
That's crazy.
yeah, no, actually 2 months later.
And also, like really sad. But tell me, and I know it's not an easy thing to answer, eh? Like you just mentioned, like 3 people who were very dear to you that you lost. How do you obviously you can never fully recover.
Yeah.
And I'm saying this from a perspective of someone who has lost people also, and my father being one of them. How do you how do you start moving on, or how do you start learning to live with it? Obviously, because you don't forget and whatever.
I don't think you move. I just feel like you learn to live in the mud. You know, when you sit in a, I'll say, can I just say maybe like you sit in water for too long?
Yeah.
That you at some point you thought you're going to get to the dry land, but you don't.
Yeah.
So now you adapt to that.
Okay.
Like you live with it. It doesn't get better. It doesn't get easier. One day you wake up and you're on top of the world. Tomorrow you wake up and you're under the world. It's just an emotional roller coaster that goes on and on. And I think for people who didn't experience close loss like that, think there's like a manual of how you're supposed to grieve or are supposed to do things.
True.
That gets to a point where maybe if you post somebody and you are writing how you feel and what, somebody will be like, when does it end? It doesn't end. It doesn't.
Yeah, it certainly doesn't.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. And I know also you were big on working out and whatever, and also like that becomes to a lot of people a coping mechanism. Yeah. What got you into fitness? When did it start? What motivated you to decide to want to sign up for the gym, and you kept going from there?
Yeah. I can't disclose the story that made me start.
Okay. Yeah, fair enough.
But I was inspired by.
Before you go on, why can't you? You're gonna end up in jail.
Not jail, but maybe to just I don't know. Maybe the person is watching and then they'll feel like, oh, she's always using me as an excuse.
Oh, okay.
I don't want that.
Yeah, but I think this is a good thing. It's not a bad thing if they got you into the gym. Also.
No, it's not. Okay, let me just say it.
Okay.
So, I now become a joke for this country, but it's fine, I guess.
No,
what happened was, I was in a committed relationship. Oh, in my head it was committed, right?
Okay.
And then, long story short, 4 years of my life in the relationship, I woke up one day and the guy was married.
Yo.
We're not going to do this.
Okay, cool. I'm not gonna ask who the person is, but serious.
Oh my God! Why did I say this?
Yo. Also, the more I do these interviews, the more I become good at getting people to say things they don't want to say. Yeah. Sorry. Do you? Okay. Are you good? Alright.
Okay, yeah, good. Let's go.
Are we recording? Alright, cool. Yeah, sorry, I was saying, I don't, it also like, it's okay, ne, for people to feel hurt and to express what made them feel hurt. I don't think it's you using the person as an excuse or whatever. And in this case, you're just saying like what got you, because like I can imagine if something like that happens, ne, you are going out of your mind, you're going crazy because like you think you're with this person. And
Yeah,
then
that's
all
when
of a
I was
sudden, boom.
sleeping under my bed for like a month. Yeah.
Serious.
Yeah.
Hey, when they say
Embarrassing.
yeah, trash, so,
Like I could sit on a couch and not feel it on my bum, like I was floating in space. It's so weird. Like that actually our bodies are just that. But the moment your thoughts leave your body, it's just there's nothing there.
yo.
Like if your brain is not connecting, yeah, it's done.
So you had to sleep under the bed on the hard
Yeah,
surface
at the
to
time
feel,
I had
something hard.
No. At the time I had my base was hood, so there's so much space between the bed and the floor, right?
okay, yeah.
So now I make up my bed properly, then I go under. I was so scared. I know what I was scared for, but I didn't want anybody to see me. So, and I was in a flat with people, so they would come in my room and be like, "Oh no, she's not in because the bed is made up, but I'm there."
But you're under
under the bed.
Yo. My goodness. Okay, cool. Let's like you said, you didn't want to talk about that. Let's move on from that. So now,
No, I'm not drinking.
You're short of Jägermeister. Okay, cool. Alright, cool. So, but now you're into fitness, and it's something like you were really committed to. So what's your workout routine? How do you what's your schedule like in terms of going to the gym and working out at home in the gym? What's your schedule?
My schedule. No, I need to go back to where I started so I can
Okay,
have the
cool. Yeah,
whole
yeah, go.
idea.
Please.
So okay, apart from I told you the experience, right, that made me start.
Yes.
And then now as on the internet, that time I have Instagram. I was on the internet and I was following Maria at the time already. And she was always in the gym. And then I found a page that at the time it was Fitness Freaks, I think. So it's owned by the twins.
Okay.
And then I sent them a DM. I would like to train with you guys. So we started training, I think it's Junam. Yeah, and then from there it just became part of who I am. Yeah.
Okay.
Back into your question, where you're saying the routine. I literally, guys, I can't live without the gym. I'm so sorry. It's part of my DNA now, and I like the fact that
It's become part of me. Sorry.
I like the fact my head keeps getting in my face. I'm so sorry.
Cool. No
And I
worries.
hate the fact that it's not. I hate the fact that people assume it's a body thing. Well, for me, it's not about the body anymore. Maybe it was at some point, but now it's more of my mental health. It's more of a coping mechanism. It's like it's like cheap therapy.
No worries.
You know?
Yeah, I hear you. So yes, now back to my question again. What's your routine like? Like your schedule? How many times you go to the gym in a week, and do you go to the gym like in the morning, during the day, in the afternoon, and do you slot in workouts at home? Like,
I go to the gym Monday to Friday.
every day, Monday to Friday.
Yes. And I start at 3:30 in the afternoon.
Damn, that's some serious commitment. And you keep this up every day.
Yeah, but also, guys, you need to know that anyone that can commit to a workout plan can commit to you.
Yeah. Shots fired. I feel like you're talking about me because I feel like you're talking about me. There's the motivation I need to I need to show commitment to my workouts.
Yeah, because I just feel like if you can commit to growing yourself and making yourself better and whatever, what makes you
I think you can commit to
somebody
another,
else
to another human
that's not
being.
even you in the first place.
Okay. Ish. Hey, what?
Feeling it.
Feeling it. So back to your social media. You love to travel, yeah? And on your social media page you'll see like you travel to this country, you travel to that country. How do you plan your traveling, and how do you like save up to fund your trips and whatnot? Like do you plan like let's say 6 months ahead, or is it always like a spontaneous thing? Let's say if you run into a cash flow and then you're like, let me take a trip and go relax a bit to disconnect or whatever.
I don't have a specific plan because my first trip was when I think 2019, and that was to London. And I was visiting my big sister, so I didn't really have to plan or save money because I didn't pay for the trip. My sister paid for it. And all my trips for some reason. Okay, not to say I don't like to spend my money. Maybe I just don't have the money to spend on trips like that. But there'll probably be somebody who thinks I have. I actually don't have. I just have people that in my life that actually love me like that.
Don't juju us, please. We don't have money here.
So my where else have I been? Egypt. I have friends that I met in Nana back then, and they're from Germany, and they like to travel. So they always include me in their traveling plans. And many a times, actually all the times, my tickets were paid. I just have to go pay for my own shopping, whatever. But yeah,
that's nice.
I don't think I have a traveling plan.
Okay, so cool. I keep taking you back.
It's okay.
But I asked you about guys DMing you and whatever. But how's your love life currently? Like, are you in a relationship? Are you single? Are you just living your best life? Are you on the streets? Also, this is a safe space. No one's judging anyone here.
I'm not on the streets because I have a problem with attachments. I attach to things and people and so I can't afford to be on the streets because I feel like the definition I have of being on the street is where you are just busy.
Yeah. That's what I mean. That's what I mean also.
And I can't afford to be busy because I catch feelings.
Yeah. I hear you.
Do I have a love life as we speak? Hey,
It's complicated.
yeah.
Yeah.
Guys, life is hard.
It's hard.
Yeah, let's just focus on God, I think.
Ne?
For now.
So is that you saying you are single now? Right?
No,
You don't know. You're cutting your tongue.
Yeah.
I
think I'm between. Okay, can I be between single and the relationship?
Yes, you can.
Like in the middle there.
Yes,
like
you
I'm
can.
not single. I'm also not in a relationship.
Yes.
But I'm chilling.
Okay, you can say that, but now you have to explain why are you in that state. Because then obviously that's the obvious follow-up question.
Sure. Yeah.
It's complicated.
It's not complicated. I
Okay.
know what is happening. I just also know that it's hard. You can't claim people, and lately I've learned to not put tags on everything. This is my what. This is my this. This is my, because I've realized sometimes we place people in positions they didn't ask us to place them,
Yeah.
and then we expect so much from them.
Yeah, and then you end up
But
getting
they're not
disappointed
even-
or whatever.
Maybe they're not even equipped
Oh, okay.
to deliver certain things that you want them to do for you. So I assume my place in people's lives less.
Okay.
Can I say that?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
But now, okay, that's a good answer and all. But now, like, what happens when the guy actually says actively, "Can you be my girlfriend?" Ne? Because you guys are talking whatever, and he asks you now, "Can you be my girlfriend?" Doesn't that now put a title to the whole thing? Because if you say yes, doesn't that mean now like you're in a relationship and that person is now your boyfriend?
To the girls, like if there are girls here that have guys asking them like that, please send them my way, because the ones I have on my side are just chilling. It's just vibes.
Yeah.
So
Shaka good.
that's it. But also, to be fair,
Yeah.
the student just told you can't that the number on me. So I can't say, maybe I can use the word fear, but commitment and Rauna
Yeah.
are not very close anymore.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, with that horrific experience that you had, I would understand why. So
Yeah. So, okay, guys, long story short, I don't know if I'm single or in a relationship.
that's the answer I wanted to hear already. But how's your sex life now? Since you don't know,
Why are we talking about my sex life on the podcast? Okay. Well, how is my sex life? Who told you I have a sex life?
it's a question. I'm not saying you have a sex life. This is where you answer. I say I don't have, or should I rephrase my question? But if I rephrase my question, it's going to be very dangerous. So just answer the way I asked.
Oh, it's getting hot in here.
Ne?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't even know what to say, not to say, because maybe my buddies are watching and be like, "Oh, but you just said A." Oh, guys.
Also, this is called the No Cap podcast, meaning we don't cap, we tell the truth. So
Yeah.
you're thinking about it.
Okay. Right now, as of right now, when my sex life is non-existent.
Ne? So when was the last time you had sex?
I don't remember.
Don't remember. That's a fair answer. A fair answer. Okay, cool. Yeah, what? While you think about that, what is your type? If you have to, like, your ideal, like, everyone has this fantasy of a person that they would, which would not 9 out of 10 times is non-existent. You don't
True.
You don't find that person, and even if you find, you will later learn that this and this is missing. But what would be your ideal type of a guy in your head if you're saying this is the type of person I want to be dating or be in a relationship with? And then he can slide in your DM, because then when you say, they'll check, I meet all those requirements, and
I feel like when you say what you want or what you prefer, somebody pretends to be that.
oh, yo, I didn't think about it like that actually. Yeah,
Yeah, because
that's deep. That's true.
yeah, it's because obviously if I'm here like, yeah, white shoes, they buy white shoes.
They buy white shoes.
Okay. Clean haircut, okay, haircut. You see, it's like, but I would say kind. I love kind men. Yeah, but the ones I like lately are in relationships, so no, I don't know.
Can guys be in relationships all the time?
Yeah,
I
guys,
don't know.
why in relationships? I'm so mad.
Because we are kind to us. I was thinking to all the kind people. But cool. If what's your ideal first date with a guy? If you, let's say you're going out on a date and whatever, like what would you ideally want? Is it the type of date where you would wanna be in a position where it's just the two of you having a conversation, maybe over dinner or whatever, or do you wanna be out in public? Because like most of the times, and also it comes from a point of how unsafe the world is right now. You start talking to someone and then they ask you on a date. You don't necessarily, especially for women, don't necessarily want to be in a confined space with them, like in their car or whatever. You would rather be in an open, like let's meet at the mall and go watch a movie or something, or let's go meet at the bowling alley. So what's your ideal kind of first date?
Given that I don't go on dates with people I dream meet in person, like it's really, this is probably why men on my Instagram are not succeeding, because I don't know you like that.
No.
And I think I'm kind enough and I like everyone, but I'm just not the person that would want to sit at a restaurant with a stranger from the internet. Not like you're a stranger like that. We know each other from to up to a certain extent, but yeah. So with that said, that now mean I only go out on dates with men I know personally, and like I know you on a personal basis. So I would say like a quiet date where it's just the two of us and you can be yourself.
So if I hook you up, I recommend someone I know. So like you're going out with them. So they're still a stranger, or maybe you guys were talking, but like I'm vouching for him. I'm saying, oh, this is my friend ABCD or whatever. Would you now then go on a date with them? Because like obviously they come verified from someone who you somewhat trust or can rely on.
No, because I like men who speak up for themselves. Why is somebody doing your campaign?
Yeah, sure. It's deep. It's deep. Alright, cool. Nah, let's move on from that. But what are some of the worst experiences you've had in terms of, like, let's say, with friendship that have gone wrong, whatever? I'm not sure, saying you've experienced it, but let's say in a hypothetical situation, maybe betrayal or whatever. Is there anything at the top of your mind where this happened? Because I mean, it happens in life all the time to all of us.
I wouldn't put the word betrayal, because maybe people have a certain way of doing things that just turns out hurting the other people, or the other person yeah. But okay, let me put it like this.
You know, every time
I don't think
every
it's
time you take a deep breath, me,
eh.
I'm like,
She's holding back.
she's holding back. Yeah. Calm down. Yes. Okay.
Let's see that.
You can't say that one.
Let me say it's lately what's on my mind right now, it's where I write somebody a message from the bottom of my heart, because there was a misunderstanding that was going on, and I explained how I felt genuinely for them. Like I think also there's a we are in a world where we mistake our friends for our friends.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, like the people who can't tell the two apart. Like where I am, I'm just Anani's friend, not Anani's friend because of the podcast.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like I like Anani, but not I like Anani for Anani, not because of the brand.
Yeah.
Yes, I think sometimes we are unable to tell the two apart between these are my friends, not my friends, right? Like you guys are. For me, okay, I think I have friends, guys. So
Yeah. You do. I mean,
with that said, I wrote somebody a message because of having a misunderstanding from the bottom of my heart, and they took a screenshot of that. Instead of writing me back, they didn't even reply, but I took screenshots of our conversation and sent it to somebody else who they didn't even have their cell phone numbers, so they have to send them through Instagram.
Yo. That's betrayal, actually.
I'm not. I don't want to say I'm betrayed because they don't owe me anything. I just feel like I was put in a place where I was hurt. Okay. Deliberately. Yeah.
Can I make the assumption that it was a girl?
Yeah, it is.
Because you know, and I don't want to sound misogynistic or whatever. I'm for women or whatever, but I don't know. Women always tend to have funny, like, if you compare relationship between guys and their friends and how women are, you guys tend to betray each other, backstab each other, lie to each other and whatnot. Whereas opposed, I feel like you guys can just really confront each other, like, straight up. Like, a while ago I had a podcast with a friend of mine. His name is Joe, where we didn't have a fallout actually because we didn't know each other, but we had some sort of a disagreement, né? And after that, I made it my business to like go to him, and then we iron out our issues and speak like face to face with no other people, as opposed to like going around and whatever. Like in that case, I don't know what was in the message or whatnot, why they couldn't just let's say if she was not in a position to respond at the time, and I don't even know what the story is about, but take a minute and say I'm not ready to respond, but when I am ready to respond, and then I come to you and or say give you a call. I like I don't want to talk about this, but when we see each other or let's meet and whatever. There's so many ways women can solve their issues, which I think they don't tend to do as and that's why you find so many girls who are most likely to be friends with guys than be with other girls, or maybe that's just what I think or what I've experienced. It's an opinion.
Yeah, I think the reason for that is because we are emotional beings, way emotional than you guys are. And I've realized that for some reason, when I look back at my life, every bad decision I've made were when I was very, very emotional. Yeah, so I've also learned to find the balance when I'm too happy or I'm too sad. I don't want to make decisions. I don't want to text. I don't want to say something. I wait until I'm neutral again. Because there's this book I read. It's called What Happened to You. It's on mental health and whatnot. There's a part that says, when you are angry or you just emotional, you do not have access to the smart part of your brain. That's right. So now the decisions you make are not very sound.
I get you. They're not informed decisions because you're obviously emotional, and it's so true when you say women are really emotional beings in comparison to men. But also I guess it comes to a stand where as men we try to be so much maybe not show emotion, but okay, that's a conversation for a different day. When I asked you about what made you start going to the gym, you said there was a brand, I don't know, something fitness owned by the twins. What's the name?
Lavinia and Augusta.
What's the
Fitness Freaks, I think.
Fitness Freaks.
At the time, or Workout Freaks. Okay. One of the two. I can't remember.
Cool. So then I remember like on your social media, like you and the twins like were so tight. But now I don't know. Do you guys still hang out?
We still hang out. Maybe hang out is too much of maybe it's a big word. But we have a normal kind relationship. Yeah. I feel like what people don't know is that in every friendship, we're not going to see eye to eye on everything, and we're going to have disagreements. And sometimes I feel like when it's difficult to work on friendships that are in a public space, why? There are so many opinions.
That is so true.
Because from even when we had our differences, it was not as
big of a deal.
It's not. No. Let me put the word. Let me say it was not the reasons the world made up.
Oh, okay.
Yes, and I also realized that for some reason people like the bad news. Nobody likes the good news. Yeah. So when there's a little bit of tension somewhere, everybody wants to know why are they not doing this? Why are they not hanging? Why are they not doing the A and B and whatever? But then let me just answer the question. Right now, I feel like we have a more healthy.
Sorry. Where did we stop?
We stopped at you wanting to know about my friendships.
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah. Oh, you said you were saying like right now you guys' relationship or whatever is, I don't know. Yeah.
Did we have differences? Yes, we did.
Okay.
It's normal for any other friendship to have differences and for people to crash and whatnot, but it doesn't mean the love is lost.
Oh, yeah.
I, for some reason, when I have so many, maybe I'm exaggerating. I have friends that I really, really love, and when I say I got you for life, or this is my friend, whatever forever means, if I use the word forever, I actually mean that. Even if we go 10 years not speaking, you is my friend, bro. It's just my friend. That's just my friend. Yeah. And you actually, if you look back, or when I look back at my experiences, it's not as deep, guys. It's deep, yes, but mostly it's petty stuff.
Okay.
Or just I'm assuming when you did A, you meant to hurt me. But if we actually have a conversation and be like, when I did B, you were doing Z, and we couldn't see,
Eye to eye.
yeah, because we're far from the same,
On separate pages.
yeah, and yeah, it's okay. But also, I genuinely think the health, actually, my favorite friendships, like with Gift, Marius, all those people,
Shout out to Gift
are
again.
more are healthier because they are not social media based.
Yeah.
When I say social media is where let's hang, let's take a snap, like that. I hardly even, the closest people to my heart are not on my Instagram. For some reason, like, yeah, it's raw enough, and I like it like that. The one of when you have a friendship and it's on the media, there's so many opinions and everybody wants it to fail. And where I am with all my friends now, it's I love it.
Yeah. And you know, again, that is such a very important point you're putting out to say, as soon as a friendship or any sort of relationship is out on the internet, it people assume they have the right to raise their opinion to it and whatever. I remember one time we did a podcast episode with TK where we spoke about what's the lady's name, Chelsea, when there was this whole thing going on and whatever. Yeah, apparently she cheated or whatever, and we were saying that people cheat all the time. If she wasn't in the limelight where some people follow her, whatever, it wouldn't even be such a big deal.
Yeah.
But as soon as your business is out there on people feel like they're entitled to raise their opinion and say this is because of this. Oh, she's like, and most of the time they don't even know you, and they never also give you a chance or an opportunity to say your side or express or whatever, like, for them to understand what exactly went down. But yeah, that's there. Last thing, I want to go back to your Instagram. You push a lot of ads and stuff, like for marketing purposes and whatever. How's that arrangement? What's the pricing and whatnot for people who are watching this that wanna use your platform to market their different businesses?
Wait, what's the question? What's the platform?
I'm saying you use your Instagram platform for people who, like, so yes, I was saying people who want to reach out to you for marketing purposes and whatever, because you use your Instagram platform for marketing.
Yes.
So what's the pricing there? If let's say I have a business and whatever, yeah.
Oh, it's $100 for 24 hours, 250 for 3 days, 500 for a week, 1,500 for a month.
Okay. Now for a month, is that like stories, or is it like a Instagram post that's on your
For now, I only do strictly stories.
stories?
Yeah.
Okay. So when you say for a month, it's like every day you are posting.
Yeah.
Okay. No way. Shout out. And again, also obviously, people want to reach out. Your number is there and whatnot.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, I wanted us to play a game called Cap or No Cap, but I didn't get the opportunity to put down the questions. But as we close off the podcast, any words of encouragement for young girls out there trying to attain their dreams, who look up to you, who are going through like really tough situations, especially like kids out there in the village and whatnot, who they don't have it as easy as those of us who are fortunate. What are like your words of encouragement to the young girls out there that look up to you?
Don't get lost in the chaos. And when I say that is, at some point, personally, there were times where I was mixed up in the chaos. I didn't even know who I was. I'm starting to find myself again, which is quite a challenging journey. So I think it's easier if you just stay on track, but it's also challenging to stay on track at the same time. So my advice would be, don't get lost in the chaos again, and be yourself. And for some reason, whatever you want is out there, but you also need to be willing to do everything. But what I mean, everything. Because at some point in my life, I didn't have a place to stay.
Yeah.
So I figured I had to sell something, but it's also not easy. It's not like clients are everybody are laying someone. You just take things, then they buy.
Yeah,
You need
sure.
to actually hustle to find the clients. You need to find the market. But also I know there's a market for everything, and there's also enough space for all of us to win. Just because Rauna is selling a bikini, you can't sell it because you feel like I don't have a market. The market is there, but you also need to be willing to put in work, and you also need to understand that it's a controversial world, right? You're not going to be liked by everybody, and that's also okay.
Sure.
But my most important thing right now, where I think not even girls, everyone should focus, is find yourself in God. It doesn't get better than that.
Amen to that, my sister.
Yeah, like just find yourself in God, find your purpose, find God in everything you do. It's easier to navigate then because you have a clear vision of what you want, and it makes it sorry, I think I'm making it longer than it should be.
No, not even. Not even.
Okay. There's something I was listening to one of my favorite pastors lately, Stephen Furtick, and he said something that stood out for me in the sense that even the things you like, even the people you love, if they're getting in the way of what God wants to do in your life, you're going to lose them.
Sorry, I got distracted. Say that again.
The people you love,
Yep.
the things you like, the things that you are literally obsessed with, if they get into the way of what God wants to do for you, you're going to lose them. He's going to take them away. This can be even here's the thing about things that we think can sustain us. Something that you think this is it. I can focus on this. You eventually run through it. Eventually, it's not forever. Only God is. So now you need to always navigate yourself into a way that drives you to Him. Just find your purpose into God, because then it's easier. You can't find your purpose in other people. You can't find it in your partner. You can't find it in your parents. It's just God, guys. Okay, I speak about God almost every day.
No. It's please, by all means.
So yeah, I think for me, I just want to do that, and the young girls out there to just find themselves in God, and then it's easier that way. It's the only way, actually. I don't think there's any other way, in my opinion.
Well, thank you very much. You've been a great sport. You've been lovely. I know I've pushed you to the boundaries. I made you say things you probably didn't want to say, but again, I really appreciate you making the time and coming onto the podcast. So thank you so much. Please support the Rauna's business. The links will be in the description. Don't forget to leave a comment. I always emphasize on the comments because I like to do the whole engagement with the users and our viewers and whatnot. Yeah. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. And Nokia Podcast, we are out.
Am I supposed to ask a question before you leave, no?
You want to ask me a question?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure, shoot. Shoot.
What inspired this? The whole podcast?
Man, so I'm a very expressive person, in a sense that I like to say things, but then it was a thing of I never really had the platform to express myself in a way. But then the main thing was like I just felt like if we could start a podcast, we could really impact so many people's lives and make a difference and get to a point where we can tell so many people's stories. Because like even like the person that you underestimate the most might have lived a life worth telling, and with this platform we could get to do that. So then I spoke to my close friend TK that look, I've been having this idea of us starting a podcast and whatever, and because like we somewhat think alike, I felt like he's the ideal person to start this with. And he's like, you know what's funny, I've actually been thinking about it and whatever, and so let's do it. And then this gentleman was there to make it happen, and 20 episodes later, here we are.
So basically you're living the dream.
Nokia Podcast. So thank you again. Thank you very much for coming on the podcast.
Thank you very much for having me.
All right, we are out. Bye. And